Hello everyone, my name is Sriram Polisity and this is my marketing technology stack proposal for GreenNest, which is a sustainable D2C brand. My approach follows a strategy first framework and which starts with the goals, strategy, functions, the gap analysis, and finally the tool selection. Now let me start with the target persona. Michael, who is a 32-year-old UX designer, and he's a tech comfortable early adopter. And what he wants is simple, one trusted eco brand for his home and lifestyle. So, what frustrates him is what most of the eco shoppers feel, which is greenwashing. And we meet him on Instagram and TikTok. Now looking at the bottom of the slide, this is the most important part where Michael's needs are mapped directly to the Green Nest's four business goals. And the stack we are going to discuss is going to deliver the four outcomes to Michael. Let's look at the problem diagnosis. There are five stated problems for Green Nest, out of which the first two problems can be identified as the root causes, which is fragmented data and manual operations. The next two would be symptoms, where the campaigns are not personalized and also the repeat purchases are low. The fifth constraint is lean team, which can be solved with a tool because it shapes all the decision of the MarTech stack. The gap analysis reveals the current state of GreenNest, which is assumed based on the identified problems, and also the gaps that are sitting between the current state and what function that could solve this current gap. So, firstly, there is a storefront, which is a minor gap, and the function that is needed is an e commerce platform. Next, we have data which is fragmented across email, social ads, and analytics, which is a major gap, and customer data unification is the function that's needed to solve this gap. And occasional newsletters, which are mostly manual, is also a major gap, and lifestyle automation would be the function that is needed in this gap. Then we have a static site with no recommendations, and on-site personalization is needed for this particular problem. Next, we have manual support and basic analytics, which are again major and significant gaps. And these could be solved by conversational support and also analytics and measurement. So these are the functional capabilities. Before looking at the tools, let's discuss the strategies which would serve as the foundation for the MarTech stack. And each of these strategies directly solve the problems that was discussed earlier. The first strategy is unifying customer data. The second one is automating lifecycle marketing, which would directly solve the root cause. The third is personalizing on-site experience, which would drive conversion. And then we have replenishment-led retention, and also capturing and nurturing the first-party data, which would grow the email list. So technology follows strategy, and every tool that I'm going to name is going to fill one of these five strategies. The five strategies are translated into six functional capabilities, which are e-commerce, customer data unification, marketing automation and lifecycle, on-site personalization, conversational support, and finally analytics and measurement. These functions were discussed during the gap analysis. and these are going to serve as the foundation for building the MarTech stack. Now let's look at the actual MarTech stack. And Shopify is the foundational tool, which is an e-commerce platform. And there are four reasons why Shopify was identified as the foundational tool for MarTech stack. The first one is the DTC native, because Shopify Flow is better for the automation triggers and clean customer segments, and it is lean team friendly. There is no need for any technical maintenance, and the whole ecosystem is integrated. And finally, there's a sustainability alignment where the Planet app for carbon offset shipping reinforces the whole brand story. Now, the identified budget is approximately around $40 to $105, which is well within the budget of a mid-sized firm. Next, we have Klaviyo and Optimonk for customer data unification and lifecycle automation. So Klaviyo is a D2C native with deep Shopify integration, and the strategic move for designing Klaviyo is basically consolidation, and it spans across two functional slots, and that's like one billing line, one login, and just one data model, which is again answering addressing the lean team constraint. Moreover, Klaviyo also has a predictive CLV and churn scores, which exactly what GreenNest needs to drive the repeat purchases. And alongside Klaviyo, there's Optimonk, which handles entry, exit, and scroll intent pop-ups, which is a different subjob, but within the same engagement function. Next, we have Rebuy Engine for on-site personalization, and Rebuy Engine has specific features which actually matter for GreenNest. So it has a smart cart for bundle suggestions, which is like a drag and drop drawer with AI-driven upsells, and it also has like a for you recommendation widget across the site, and the landing pages are designed in a way where there's like a one click reorder flow that will directly drive the 20% repeat purchases. So the budget again is well within the mid-size firm, which is $100 to $300. For conversational and the customer voice, we have two complementary tools. The first one is Tidio, which handles brand to customer conversation. Its Lyro AI agent is trained on product catalog and FAQs, and it handles routine questions 24 into 7. It requires hesitating visitors with instant answers on certifications and sourcing. Then we have Yotpo, which handles the customer to customer conversation. So it has star ratings on collection pages and visual UGC galleries on product pages. So this is basically like a social proof at the browsing moment. And this would directly address the target person, Michael's number one frustration, which was greenwashing. Because reviews prove that the sustainability claims are real, and Tidio's AI alone cannot do. And that's the reason we have identified two complementary tools, Tidio and Yotpo. Finally, for the measurement, we have Google Analytics 4, which measures the web behavior, traffic sources, and conversion funnels, and Shopify Analytics for commerce data, orders, cohorts, and important repeat purchase rate, along with Microsoft Clarity, which is to analyze the UX behavior like heat maps, session recordings, and also the friction discovery. So altogether, here is the final MarTech stack, not just like a tools list, but more like an architecture with three identified layers: capture, engage, and measure. On the left, we have capture, where Shopify is the e-commerce core, and Optimum grabs zero-party data, and Tidio handles conversational questions, whereas Yotpo captures the customer's voice through reviews. In the middle, we have Engage, where Clavio is the central nervous system where the unification takes place, and the Flow engine drives one-to-one behavioral notifications. Along with Clavio, there is Rebuy, which handles AI personalization on the site itself. On the right, we have Measure, where we have GA4, Shopify reports, and Microsoft Clarity for measurement of the traffic and also for the heat maps and UX replays. So altogether, looking at the stack, Clavio is the engagement hub, and Shopify anchors, capture, and measure simultaneously. So critically, all these integrations are verified through the Shopify App Store and official Klaviyo connectors. So this stack is very much real and practical. Now let's go back to Michael, our target customer, to understand the stack in motion and the actual workflow that takes place. So for this, the identified scenario is how Michael is engaging from an Instagram ad to becoming a repeat customer. So in step one, which is awareness, he sees a paid Instagram ad for refillable cleaning kit where Shopify handles the landing page. GFO tracks attribution. Yotpost UGC adds social proof on the page. Then on step two, which is capture, he lands, but he doesn't buy immediately. So as he moves to exit, Optimonk triggers an exit intent pop-up, which is like a 10% off for his email. So he joins, and Clavio enrolls him into the welcome flow. Microsoft Clarity records the whole session for friction analysis. In consideration stage, a few days later, he comes back and browses products. He has a question about sourcing certifications. Here, TDO is coming into the picture by answering his questions instantly, along with Rebuy, which will give him a smart product recommendation. So he adds to the cart, and Rebuy's smart cart suggests a complimentary bundle, and he completes his first purchase. Looking at the next stage, which is retention, on day 30, Clavio's replenishment flow triggers a personalized reorder reminder. So Rebuy surfaces post-purchase recommendations, and he places his second order, which is 20% a repeat purchase goal in action. And step 6, which is the final step, Yotpo automatically requests a review. He leaves 5 stars, and the review fuels the next visitor's decision. So every tool earns its place, and every step here is serving Michael's goals. Let me close the loop where every stated goal traces back to the specific tools and strategies they enable. For conversion rate, we have Rebuy, TDO, Yotpo, and Microsoft Clarity. For the email list growth, we have Optimum, Klaviyo, and Shopify. And for the 20% repeat purchase, the Klaviyo's lifecycle and Rebuy along with Shopify serve as the foundation. Finally, for the retention goal, we have Klaviyo's unified profile, which drives winback, and also Yotpo and Shopify analytics. The stack rolls out in three phases over the 6 months. For the first foundation stage, we have a Shopify optimization, Klaviyo, Optimong, GA4, and Microsoft Clarity setup. Next, we move to activation, where the lifecycle flows are live with rebuy personalization and TDO's AI agent getting trained on the GreenNest's product knowledge. Then finally, we have voice and measurement where you'd pour reviews flowing along with full dashboards and cohort tracking. So that's the presentation with 8 tools, 6 functional slots, 5 strategies, and 1 customer. The MarTech stack is complete and it's built for GreenNest's specific context. Strategy first, tools will follow. Thank you very much for listening.